Welcome to our channel. The Notorious Racist? That's a yikes from me, dog. The George R.R. Martin Game of Thrones book that was targeted by cancel culture over racism row. George R.R. Martin's loyal fanbase once almost canceled him due to fans finding his co-author's statements racially controversial in nature. As one of the most celebrated authors of current times, George R.R. Martin has seen his fair share of controversies. However, there was a time not too long ago when his loyal Game of Thrones fanbase turned against him with vicious claims. Trouble started when Martin announced his new book titled The Rise of the Dragon, an illustrated history of the Targaryen dynasty, Volume 1 in October 2022. Fans were excited about delving deeper into their favorite fantasy world until they noticed the co-authors of the book. According to many fans, the co-authors Linda Antonsson and Elio García Jr., who are married to each other, have a long history of being racist. The couple tried to dispel the claims, saying they were unfounded. However, fans seemed adamant on their stance. George R.R. Martin has had a long history of collaborating with Linda Antonsson and Elio García Jr. The couple first gained the author's attention after they established the hugely popular Westeros.org forum for Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire series in 1999. Shortly after that, Martin appointed the pair as fact-checkers for his 2005 book A Feast for Crows. Moreover, they also co-authored the 2014 illustrated book The World of Ice and Fire. However, the outcry started when the author announced his plans to release another book co-authored by the pair in 2022. In light of the then imminent The Rise of the Dragon book release, their statements about the ethnicity of Game of Thrones cast members were brought back into the public eye. Fans pointed out that in a statement from 2012, Antonsson expressed her distaste at Nonso Anazi, a black actor being cast for the role of Xaro Zoan Daxos. Meanwhile, she celebrated the casting of Ed Skrein, a white actor, for Dario Nahari's role. According to Variety, she also shared her gripes regarding Steve Toussaint's casting as Corlys in House of the Dragon. There are no black Valyrians, and there should not be any in the show. If George had indeed made the Valyrians black instead of white, as he mused on his Not a blog in 2013, and this new show proposed to make the Valyrians anything other than black, we would have had the same issue with it and would have shared the same opinion. She alleged to the outlet that people online were cherry-picking her statements to suit a narrative and are completely missing the point about her complaints stemming from concerns regarding world building. She further stated that George R.R. Martin is fully aware of the ongoing debacle, but doesn't see the point in engaging with people. She also claimed that it bothers her to be labeled as a racist when she is anything but. Moreover, she feels that the claims are coming from people projecting their worldviews on her without trying to understand her viewpoints. Fans were outraged by George R.R. Martin's co-authors' controversial statements. Although Linda Antonsson claimed to Variety that George R.R. Martin was okay with her and her husband sharing their opinions online, fans took offense to it. While some called her a notorious racist, others exclaimed their displeasure at Martin collaborating with someone like her. Some fans also appealed to Martin to finish the sixth book in the series The Winds of Winter instead of focusing on other books. Many also urged others to skip the book, as they claimed that not only did the co-authors hold problematic views, but they also admitted that the Asoyaf author had almost nothing to do with the book. However, there were few who supported Antonsson and her husband. According to them, this debate is exclusive to white characters, as nobody would ever try to change the ethnicity of a character who is canonically non-white. Nonetheless, The Rise of the Dragon book was released as scheduled, and the storm more or less blew over. Although Linda Antonsson and her husband made their points known throughout the debacle, neither George R.R. Martin nor the book publishers stated their opinions.